Hi, people. Welcome back to another video. And just got back from London, and it's been a good couple of days. Went to Trafalgar Square, went to the match as well. Big High Street, you know, you've got it. I've got Carl. I'll even see you, Carl, mate.
Good evening.
How are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm obviously gutted. Probably gutted. It hurts, you know, but it's not like we're playing Palace. You know, I kind of expect like a win was just, you know, it's almost too good to be true. That team's on fire at the minute. I wasn't expecting when to get beat. I knew we always had a chance, but it still hurts. But I'm good because in the end of the day, we're playing Man United, who are on fire. It just beat Barcelona in Europe. And it was always going to be tough, mate. But I'm okay.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Absolutely right. So before we get some more, guys, you know, it's like what you do. If you like the video, like what you see, hit the like button, please. Give it a subscribe as well if you haven't done so. If you like the super chat, it is open, and just give what the channel is worth. And if you like to become a member, the link is on the top there. It's just 99p, peeps. So go for some comments as well. After into Leslie, John here for 20 minutes and tells us about Wembley story. Bless you. Ignore that one. And big up the cheers. Like, remember to keep comments respectful. Yes, absolutely right. You know the drill. Hi to you, cheers. Okay. Got one from Football Power. All right, big up to you, my guy. Shout out to you, John. I like the video already. ASM. And that's from St. Maximin. So we're going to talk about him later on as well. And here we go. We've been on for what? Not even 3 minutes. And my guy Mason's there. Totally got us about yesterday. Hi to you. But we'll be back hopefully next season. If you have a decent FA Carabao Cup run, that's if we get a bit of a League One team again. Mason, absolutely right, my guy. I hope you're okay. And look, at the end of the day, we had a canny time, mate. Whoever been to Wembley, I hope you had a fantastic time and got back home safely. So, look, I like Mason. He's a great guy, and he's correct there. We need to start playing our strongest team because I want to go back to Wembley like every other Newcastle United fans will go back next year. And hi to Leslie, hope you're okay. Hi to Andrew DB. Big up to Ian. And I got one from Mama Flossie. She's in the house, people. And I hope she had a great time and got her back the defeat. Hi to you as well. Good to see you again, Carl. That's what Leslie's saying. And hey to Andrew as well. Best thing I take for the final that we didn't play nervous or bottled it. The occasion didn't get to us. That's a huge thing to carry forward. Exactly. And everyone said hi to everybody else. So yeah, last night. I mean, if you look at the team, right? I mean, Eddie Howe's put a good team, right? My only concern is, right? I mean, I reckon they should have started with Isak in that game, and you could see what he did in the second half. Try to get into the game, try to make things happen. Were you happy with the first 11, Kyle?
100% now, like, I'm sorry, like, but Wilson hasn't been at it, has he? He's been off, like, he hasn't done now in a while, has he? He was so quiet, wasn't he?
Do you know what it is, right? I mean, look, everyone knows I love Callum Wilson. You love Callum Wilson, okay?
Yeah.
He's been a great servant at the club, right? But in my opinion, right, and I even had Craig, the Bournemouth fan, come out and say as well, that he said that he's done. I think the guy is done. I hate to say that because, you know, it'd be good for a squad player. But if you want to go where you want to go, like the Champions League, future Champions League, winning trophies and that, then I'm afraid to say that we're going to need him replaced. And that's a shame because he's done a lot of things. He's been great. But to where you want to go, I don't think he's part of it. I'm not going to lie. But I thought yesterday.
I agree.
Yesterday is way off the pace again. And you know, his touch is not there. His link-up play wasn't there. I didn't see it. Do you know what I mean? And for me, he should have got hooked at half-time. Let's be real. But I'll leave it Eddie and see how it goes. And we got one from Mags Debate. Big up to Mags as well. We need to be more direct. Get the ball in the box faster. Do you know what it is, right? I think he meant to say that Eddie wants to mix it up. Eddie, I get a lot of people saying Eddie needs to mix it up. Do you think he needs to mix it up? And they play good football. But does he need to mix it?
Yeah, I think he needs to change how we're getting that ball in the box, like the Mag Debates has just mentioned there. I think we're just these balls in the box aren't doing now, man. Like even with the set pieces, we're just so bad at winning that ball in the air. But yeah, I agree. And shots as well. Jacob Murphy was the only one that wanted to shoot. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And going back to Wilson, I'd like to see Isak be a starter and play minutes like every week and bringing Wilson on, not the other way around. I'd like to see Isak start from now on, and I think he will, considering Wilson hasn't done anything in the last 6 weeks. But yeah, definitely, I agree with him. I think we need to change the way we get the ball in the box and shoot more and stop just crossing the ball in, because it's just not working, mate.
I know it's a shame because, look, at the end of the day, Eddie Howe tried to change and bring Isak on at half time, which will come to later on. And yeah, if you do that, cool. I did enjoy yesterday. I see Darlow being in and around the Newcastle fans. That's amazing. Yeah, I didn't know that, but if he has, that'd be fantastic. He's a Newcastle player on loan from Hull City. And Ian, what can I say, my guy? He's done it again. Thank you so much indeed, Ian. I really appreciate that. £20 super chat, not for the first time. And that's me, out. John S., my good man. Do you know what it is? He loves coming in and he loves coming out. Probably he's got a wife, and I think his wife wants to see him anyway, but bless him. But Ian, thank you so much indeed. And I've said it many a time, we've got to meet up for a drink sometime when I'm next time. So thank you again. And even Leslie said the same thing. Wilson's never fit enough. That's the Max debate. That is the worry. And he looked off the piss again. And Ian just said, thank you for ever had a tune. That's the Cristiano. Cristiano, if you're first timer, my guy, could you please hit that subscribe button? And it's easy. And then it boosts the channel up. Thank you so much indeed. And I really appreciate that, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if they go and sign a striker at the same age and Carabao with Carabao Isak. And again, he is absolutely right. I mean, let's be real. And for me, personally, I would go for Ivan Toney.
For me, I'd go for Alvarez from City. He wants to leave, apparently. I know I'm asking a lot, but if he doesn't want to be at City, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Julian Alvarez, wow. Yeah. That is a name to... I'll tell you what, that guy, he wants to be playing football. He is a brilliant player. I mean, that guy is a young lad, scores, yeah. And that goal against, I can't remember who it was. It might have been the semi-final, I think, against who was in semi-final? That I remember Portugal. I think it might be Portugal. I could be wrong, but that was a cracking goal. Change of pace. We got Bobby K, and you'd be lucky to finish season 10th this season. I tell you what, the top four is still up for grabs. Let's go for it. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just say, you know what? Fourth is up for grabs. We're there. We've got 2 games to hand over Tottenham. Where's
the goals though, John? Where's the goals, mate?
That is the problem. That's the problem. I mean, I just can't find it in a minute. Like, you know, Wilson, I mean, off the pace. Isak, I mean, he needs another games for me, sort of thing. You know
Mickey,
what I mean?
What's happening to Mickey, mate?
For me, when I come to player ratings, right, I will say that as well. But again, I mean, I love him, but I'm afraid it's just one-dimensional. And also, I've noticed he looked leggy yesterday. Surely it's time for Anthony Gordon to come in. He needs a break. And big up to Joanne Appleby. Joanne, how are we doing? She saw me show last week. She said how it is. And we have crowd pleasers, but no clinical finishers. She said, Joanne, you're absolutely right. We need a finisher in the summer. Get Ivan Toney.
100%.
That guy, bring him back up here, sort of thing. You know, he went away, sorted himself out. He is a linkman. And
he's the best player, though, isn't it? It's trying to grab someone's best player, and it's not going to be easy, is it?
Oh, no. Exactly. I listen to something that's AFTV League Gunner and other channels as well, and they see exactly the same thing about Ivan Toney. That guy is absolutely brilliant. Big up to Georgie Sullivan. Hope you're okay, my guy. Please hit the subscribe button, mate. Hi, mate. Unlucky yesterday. I was wanting you boys to get the cup. You know what it is, George? We just didn't hand in the goal scorers. I mean, we just lacked the final third. That is the problem. And you know what it is, mate? We'll be back, because our time will come very, very soon. And my ex-wife is Evertonian, USA Chairman 2009. She has been off to Sunderland or Durham, and I'm furious. Not really. She was a nightmare. Ian, I'm so sorry to hear that, mate. I really, really do. And I am your subscriber. I have liked the video. Thank you very much indeed, Kishandu. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you indeed from India. Top guy as well. Big up to Rolly, by the way. Loving the bits, by the way. And got to the battle result, but the problems were threefold. Lack of quality in the final third. We've been saying that.
Yeah.
Lack of quality outside the starting 11 and lack of big match experience. That is really, honestly, man, you're absolutely right. Seriously, man, totally agree. I hope Eddie Howe fix that up in the summer. He does that, then that'll be fine. You got to fix it up though, Cal. Fix it up. As simple as that, mate.
Yeah, mate, he does. And look at our bench, mate. It needs sorting out, like, because it's just not good enough. Unless you're just happy with 10th every season, you know. If you look at our bench, it's just poor week. And I love Murphy, you know, I do. I really love him, man. Like, I'm a huge fan of his, but he's just not good enough for me. And Elliot Anderson as well, coming on the 90th minute. I thought Miggy could have came off earlier, but who'd you put on? Yeah, I was actually a little bit annoyed about Max coming off. In my opinion, I thought he was doing fantastic in terms of effort and running and, you know, pace. And he will try and take some on. Miggy isn't taking people on. You know, it's the same thing with Miggy. Do you not agree? And I thought he should have came off earlier than not Max.
Do you think he look a bit leggy though? Because I watched him yesterday. He looked quite leggy to me. I can't lie, man.
Yeah, maybe. I was annoyed at Max coming off, but yeah, Miggy wasn't there neither, was he? And he hasn't been for a while, a bit like Wilson. I don't know why it is. I don't know what it is. You've seen what he can do. He's a great player. He was shooting. He was cutting inside, trying to curl the ball in every opportunity. Now he's just wanting a 1-2 all the time, and just the same thing, cut inside, 1-2, and it's just we need more. And I don't know what stopped him from continuing that form. I don't know what it is. I wish I knew the answer. I'm sure Eddie does as well, but I don't know. Do players just go through these phases, you're thinking? I just don't get it, mate. I don't understand. If you've got it, use it. You know? I think Max was trying. I really do. I think he was giving 110% for him. For me, I think he was outstanding. I know a lot of people have actually said on Twitter, I couldn't believe it, saying, what was it? Running down the wing isn't there now. He's got no end product, and they were still criticising Max, you know. I couldn't believe it. That lad ran his heart out, and he was the only one for me that really wanted to do something with that ball when he got it. But yeah, Miggy, I don't know what's happening with him, John. I wanted Miggy off earlier, not in the 90th minute. But yeah, poor Elliot Anderson, man. Coming off early when Bruno got sent off, and then for the final he comes on for a couple of minutes at the end.
Did get sent off, by the way, but he came off, not sent off.
No, Bruno, when Bruno got sent off, wasn't it? When Elliot Anderson had it. No, it was Nick Pope.
Oh, Nick Pope got sent off and Carriers came on.
Anderson had to come off, didn't he?
Yeah. You're right. My bad. You can finish above Tottenham, but I will see that's St George. Well, I hope that's the case. We need to win 2 games as well. Hi to Rock the Toon. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're right, Stephen. Top 4, we cannot score. We do not shoot. So how are you going to get top 4? Like I said, looking to finish in the top 10, mate. Eddie needs to fix that, and he needs to fix it very, very quickly. He really does. And Carriers should be on number 2 and sell dubs all day long. Definitely agree. I mean, for Dubravka, you know what it is, right? He should be gone in the summer. I can't lie, in my opinion. The way he went to Man United, and crazy. They need to get rid in the summer. Mercurial, Lascelles, Callum, Fraser, Richie, Lewis, and Dummett. I mean, you tell that to Rowley. I agree as well. But he said to Rowley, he's going to try and say you can't get rid of all of them. That is the thing. And Joanne summed it up absolutely beautifully. Clear out in the summer. Newcastle needs 6 players. I tell you what, you're going to be right, Joanne, because I tell you something now, right? If you want to get close to the top 4, like the United, Cities, Arsenal, right, Liverpool's and that, yeah. I tell you something now, right? And you probably have to agree with this one. We got to spend 250 million quid. Because I'll tell you one thing, Chelsea's going to spend again. Man U's going to spend. Liverpool are definitely going to spend in the summer. They're going to be the biggest spenders in the summer. Real talk, yeah. Arsenal will definitely improve. We need to spend close to that. And I know people say, yeah, what am I talking about, John? Blah, blah, blah. It's FFP, yeah. But end of the day, I mean, these owners don't come here to finish 6th. They're here to be playing Champions League football on a regular basis. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. And more. And in time, I think that's the goal, and I love that. And she said that at the beginning, didn't she? But I agree, mate. To be in that top 4, to be in the Champions League, to even win the league, you can't be doing it with our squad at the minute. We need more quality in the team, and it's not cheap. And they need to figure out how to do that. And I think that's Eddie's biggest challenge is getting around that FFP and bringing more players in. And the right players as well, you know. But so far, I think he's done well bringing in, you know, good players. So, you know, in Eddie, I trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's done a wonderful job. I mean, someone told us a couple of days ago, right, that he thinks Eddie Howe will be sacked if he doesn't start well next season. I can't believe that. I'm sorry, but I'm not listening to that guy. Honest to God, I'm not.
Who said that?
And, it's just one of the mates in Bristol, right? And I just said to him, don't talk about he's a red anyway, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No.
He's just running out of way. So sorry, but that guy, I'll tell you what, right? This guy could be our Ferguson, right? He could be our Ags Ferguson in the years to come because he loves the project. And what people's got to understand is it's a 5-year project, people. 5 year, right?
Exactly.
This is the first year. This is the first year.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why I'm, you know, it hurts that we didn't win the cup, but it was kind of expected, wasn't it? Absolutely, mate. But to get to the final this quick, mate, however, come on, you've got to be happy with that.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? But and another thing is, look where we were last season. We were near the bottom of the table, and he turned that around in 15 months. 15 months. Let that sink in, people. Steve Wraith has tore down ills that were used to losing Wembley, to which ills supplied. We're going to change that. Our owners hire all the right people. Absolutely right, Rod. And you know what it is by saying that? Like I said about 5 minutes ago, there will be changes, and I guarantee you now we're going to be spending big in the summer, and we need, like Joanne said in the previous message, we need about 5 or 6 players, and we need to get anywhere close to the names I mentioned. The Manchester, big up to you, mate. Your recruitment strategy has been spot on. Your midfield was giving us a difficult time, and I was nervous until the end. And you know, that's a good comment there because I'll tell you what, we were a better team. We had more of the ball again. We were a better team, but we just cannot find that star quality. That is the thing.
Do you know what? Going on about that midfield there, I think it might have hurt us bringing off Sean Longstaff, you know, and keeping Wilson on. I think, do you know what I mean? Just with the form he's in and that, and I thought if we had kept Sean Longstaff on, it might have been a different game. I could be wrong, but I thought that hurt us a little bit, bringing Longstaff off.
I'm not being funny about Sean Longstaff. You know I'm a fan of him. I like him, right? But he started well. But when he faced like Casemiro and Fernandes and Fred in like midfield 3, right, then, you know, it's not good. But I think they nullified him. After 10 minutes, they nullified him. I watched him closely yesterday, and I think he was way out of his depth.
Do you think he was struggling, do you?
Say again?
You think he was struggling, do you?
He was struggling in the first half. First 10 minutes, he was fine. He was neat, tidy. But after that, Casemiro and Fernandes absolutely... I think Sean Longstaff got sussed. He got absolutely sussed in the first half. And that's the reason why Eddie hooked him off in the first half. I don't want it for Sean. I like him. But I tell you what, they absolutely bossed. He was bossed. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Miggy never crosses and make the runs, gets across in position, then turns back past the chips or Bruno every time. And this is the thing, right? I've noticed that again. I mean, I've got to be careful. Foxy could be in the room, but he's got to go forward. He can do that. We see Miggy does that. Be direct, take players on, yeah? And it seems to me that has he lacked confidence again? He's had a good season, but
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is, and that needs to be fixed because Andy Gordon is waiting in the wings, right? I keep ASM on. I'll drop Miggy, right? And bring on Anthony Gordon. He needs the rest. He definitely needs the rest of my opinion.
100%. 100%. It's time, yeah.
Got Leslie as well. So like Rolly, Eels has come out with some classics. Let's be annoying. I tell you what, next season, we're going to be annoying and we are going to kick asses, I'm telling you. Wembley is a jinx ground for us, and it seems like it done it. It seems like it. Wembley doesn't like us, but I tell you what, it's going to be our time very, very soon. And Joanne said we need homing song from Tottenham. I don't think he'll not leave Tottenham, not leave London.
No, I don't think so neither, mate. What we know what we need. We need strikers. We've got wingers. I'm happy with Gordon and Maxi and that. You know, give Miggy a rest. But for me, it's strikers that we need a finisher. We need a goal scorer ASAP.
Absolutely. I still cannot believe I've met Jacob Murphy. That's in Lewis. Big up to Lewis, by the way. Great guy. And you're so passionate. He's got his own channel, by the way. Do check his channel out, by the way. Said today, never mind spend. Surely Chelsea need to sell. Or according to reports today, that Graham Potter's got 2 games left. And I tell you what, if he doesn't fix up at home to Leeds, at home to Dortmund, he'll be done. He is done.
Just a matter of time, mate. They're awful them at the minute.
You not see the end of the season, Graham.
No.
Rumours on Marcus Thuram. For me, I think if I was a betting guy, I think he'd go to Italy. He'll go to Inter Milan because apparently they were looking at him as well on a free. And this is the thing, we could have got him. He would have made a huge difference for us here. We need a striker. He's a world-class striker, and he would have done bits for us as well, by the way. Pace, raw aggression. Big up to Joanne again. Any good the same as all the others if he doesn't get results. Wow.
Well, I think we will get results once we get some strikers on the field.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, right, I mean, I can see Joanne's trying to say we had a kind of a little bit of a ding-dong last week sort of thing, saying that he's not gonna go sort of thing. But I mean, Joanne, I mean, who would you go for then if he doesn't start well and he gets a sack? Who would you go for? Let us know, please. And chat us easy on Joanne because she's a new one as well. And Jack Harrison from Leeds, that's another one.
Jack Harrison from Leeds, yeah, I like him. I agree.
He's a good player, by the way. I see that nominated from Twitter. This comment, John. Yes, I tell you, it's what happened, right? Someone called us, and I'm not going to mention on here, okay? And when I looked at that, okay, I had people that defended us, people like Mick, people like Kieran, people like Lottie, the Arsenal fan, and everyone else as well, and even a couple of Man U fans, and all fans over the country defended us as well, by the way. And guess what? He deleted it. And I couldn't mention his name. I couldn't mention it on here, but I decided not to. But thank you, Mick, for that, mate. And thanks for defending us. We need 50 new players brought in. 50 new players!
Guy will do a Chelsea. I will just, or Nottingham Forest, just buying on the squad.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice way to end your journey, Lewis. Top guy, Lewis. Hi, John. Does anyone know what's a Hotman when the 5 years is up? Thing is, the 5 years is up. Hopefully, within the 5 years, you'll be in the Champions League. Hopefully, you win the title, yeah? Or fight for the title. That's all I want to see. Fight for the title. Will we be spending in the summer some big buys and some Botmans and Bruno buys? I think 5 or 6 in. And like I said, Rory said before that, you know, you ain't going to get rid of all these players. I know Lascelles could be on the way. Fraser could be on the way.
Yeah, it's just going to take time, innit? I know you're saying 5 or 6 in the summer. I don't know about that. I just think it's going to take time. You know, I'll be happy with 1 or 2 really good players in the summer, and then in the next window 1 or 2 more, and just, you know, gradually get there. It's just going to take time, innit?
Indeed. I heard Paul and his thought off in his TTR had some carry on with Man U supporters after the game. I'm going to say something about that as well, right? I only just known that today, came to our attention, right? Some of the Man U fans, right, genuine Man U fans, I know they're cool. The ones who's haven't got a post family, right, especially Man U fans, right, it's shocking. It's not on, right? It's disgraceful, right? Especially if you've got a daughter around there as well. It's shocking. You might have to ask yourself, right? Just pack it in, okay? Pack it in. Because at the end of the day, right, what you've done is a disgrace, yeah? I'm surprised he didn't knock your suit, and he shouldn't have done. He should have done, yeah? And just back off, okay?
What happened, John?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened exactly, but Paul got some grief. He's done a channel on it today. He did a little channel on it today. And, you know, big up to Paul, by the way, right? Have to defend his daughter, right? And I'll tell you something, right? I mean, I'll defend Paul. If I was there, I would defend him as well. Do you know what I mean? He's me mate, yeah? So please, just don't know who you are, whoever you are, back off. That's what I say to that person, okay? Otherwise, something will happen and it will not be pretty. Not from me, but by Paul. So, thanks for letting us know, Alan, mate. We're flying through these. We're going to talk about their first score. Anyone else hanging at work all day today? I'm back in tomorrow, Mick, yeah, so I'm back into work. 100% the finisher. We create enough chance of no one spending back in the net. That is the thing. And what a display for the War Flags, Cal. Brilliant.
Oh, Stan, we made them look silly, didn't we? Even Patrice Evra did a video and was like, I only see Newcastle United, you know. He's like, what's going on? We made them look silly. And I've seen, I think everyone will know in the chat about the scarves that were supplied by the already, you know. I mean, come on, that's just embarrassing, isn't it? That, you know, they're providing the scarves for the fans. We're the best in the world. 2 minutes to go, and that you should have seen the flags, man. Everything still there. 2-0 down, cup final was still there, still screaming. Just outstanding. I love them all. Absolutely brilliant, mate. And I've heard rumours, and probably not even rumours, but there was Man United fans leaving to beat the traffic before they'd lifted the cross.
Wow!
I'm telling you, mate.
I've heard that as well. That's shocking. We stayed to the very end, I'm telling you. We stayed to the very end, like, you know, when they clapped us off, and then I just say, you know what, I'll get myself away. That is why. But it was embarrassing, by the way. Shocking. Big up to Lewis there. And Joanne saying Antonio Conte and Nuovo Allenatore. That means new manager. I'm not sure.
Can't stand him.
He's a world-class manager, but he doesn't set clubs long. That's the thing. And Luis Enrique is a free agent. He plays decent football. Hanging here, waiting for him when he flagged for 7 hours. Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Where are you? Is he in the airport now, is he?
He's in the airport, apparently, on my flight at 7 hours. Where are you heading to, mate? Let us know. And big up to Jason. Some thanks to his understanding we are overachieving the squad in terms of the project, patience needed, FFP, getting the right player, etc. It's all key to this. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly what I've been saying, Jason. Perfect comment, Jason. Thank you very much indeed. Can you make sure you hit the subscribe button, please? If you can, that'd be fantastic. Thank you, man. Madison, Tillemans, and Leicester. Yes, please, Madison, Tillemans. I think he'd be off to Europe anywhere beyond the fee. Keith said, big up to you, Keith. Man, you were no better than Newcastle, but the game management was superior. They aren't the best to watch, man. Very much dark arts of hoofing and merchants. Ref may as well wore a Man U top.
Well, can we discuss that actually? Because
of course you can.
I want to know your opinion on that offside, the first goal. I was adamant, me. I was like, well, that's offside. Can I see it? And now you're seeing posts on Twitter where they put the line over his foot, and he's saying like, what he said, you wearing size 4s or something like. The angle, I didn't like the angle. There's just a few things I didn't like about that, and it did look offside to me. But we should be defending it. You know, I'm not just, I'm not saying it wasn't offside, but I'm saying I didn't like how they did it. And even now, looking at like still shots, I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, that is the thing. Absolutely right. Again, it's as simple as that. But I looked at it again. I think it's close, very, very close. And the VAR needs to be checked out properly. You go to Australia, that does it from angle to angle to angle. Here, we're just so many years behind. It's just incredible, man.
Yeah,
incredible. Mick's got a good point now. I think losing the final showed the owners the importance of squad depth and quality. You can see big changes in the summer. That's from Mick. And what I meant was, are the owners going to sell or keep Newcastle? They're not going to sell Newcastle, Gary, man. You know that. We love you, but they're not going to sell Newcastle. But I know what you mean. And Jason's agreeing with Mick there. And don't forget, we lost Shelby, 3 out of contract, Thursday out of favour, and we take good offers for the 2 Jamals. Or we need replacing. Absolutely, we need to. And that is true with the Man U fans leaving early. Very typical, being from London, I would have to travel 30 minutes or 30 miles. That's in Lewis. Can't believe that they left early. Dubai, he's going to Dubai, then Yambu.
Wow.
Have a good trip, mate, and get some rest and I guess some sleep. It's also nice. Exactly, and it's also nice to have the voice of Newcastle to read the team news from Newcastle. Like I saw that yesterday. That is absolutely amazing, absolutely brilliant. Same with, and Man, you've done the same as well. Safe journey. ONG Leslie sent. Nice one. It wasn't a foul for that free kick. I watched it again. I tell you what, he went down easily for me. I'm sorry. He went down easily for us. We get a lot of bad looks at that this season. And did you realise they didn't show the replay in the stadium after the first goal? That raises eyebrows for me.
Well, did they not?
Apparently not, according to Lewis.
Well, I know when you watch it on TV, you get to see it a bit better, but it just didn't. I didn't like the angle that was shown. It didn't look right at all. And then now looking on Twitter, and there's still pictures. The line's over his foot, man. It's shocking. It is. You should, when they show it, it should be directly down the line, not you know. It's pointless us looking at the line from a different angle to, you know, show us that it's onside. It's like you've got to take their word for it because they've made the line green. Do you know what I mean? They could do better. They need to do better because I'm not convinced still to now whether it was onside or not.
I have to agree, man. I'm gonna have to agree.
They could show the same line, the same angle, everything's the same, but change the colour of the line to red, and I'd be like, all right, it's offside. You know, I'm not convinced with what they've shown me.
I think the feet around this country is shanked. It really, really is. It needs to form in very, very quickly. Get someone in, get former referees in there as well. And I tell you what, maybe it'll work. But Casemiro wasn't offside. It was a player up and line from him.
He wasn't involved though, was he? I don't know. Look at him.
Can't see it. Effing Ram, I tried to get 4 seats in the middle of the sport out of the way. Effing Ram coming back new year. FEC was taken. No surprises there. Because I like coffee. Hope you're okay. John, do you hear back to I have, mate. I have just had a message on as well. And I tell you what, whoever done that needs calling out. I mean, whoever, if I know his name, I'll call him out as well. And I tell you something now, I hope he gets done for it as well. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Unbelievable, man. They didn't show the replay, but the second goal does show the replay. Exactly. Something right there. They look after Man United. Let's be real. But he made a player affected. Aston Lewis. I see what I mean. We're going to talk about, look, you touched on it, right? We touched on the first goal. The second goal, right? I mean, let's be real. I mean, Rashford had the ball running towards us. Why no one did put a tackle in?
I'm trying to think of the second goal now. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, as Rashford was running on to his goal, and he had Vegas in space. Rashford went on. He took a shot, took a deflection off Botman, and just was a little too late. He could have done a lot better. Took that deflection, but it went over his head and then in the back of the net. And that was, to me, it was going to be very difficult to get back against a fast improved Man U team. I mean, Erik ten Hag, I tell you what, he would have a title in field 4. Yeah, I hope that's not the case, but he is getting there. But Rashford's second goal.
Yeah, about that, I might get some stick for this. I've kept quiet on Twitter.
How it is.
I couldn't be bothered with all the hate. You know, a lot of fans that you see get triggered very easily, but I've seen a lot of people sticking up for Carabao. Well, I'm sorry, but that second goal, I'm sorry. What was he doing, man? Pope saves that 10 times out of 10. I think it was awful from Carabao. I don't think the deflection was bad at all. I think he should have saved it. But I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, he was brilliant, he did that, he did well, it wasn't his fault, none of the goals, he could have done anything. Bollocks, in my opinion. I think the second goal, if you look at it again, he could have done a lot better, in my opinion. And you know what, even the first goal, he didn't even dive, he just fell over. Honestly, I'm sorry, I was not happy with Karius, and I did put him to blame for the goals. And I didn't realise he was going off target, and Botman was an own goal by Botman, you know. Apparently, it was going off target, but still, I don't think deflection was bad. And I think Carabao could have done better, in my opinion.
It just didn't help, didn't it, at all whatsoever?
Awful.
But it's done now. And
it is.
Mark Lee's very ambitious, this guy. I love this. Not ambition. I love people being ambitious, yeah. We need to get 3 players in Gianni, Kvaratskhelia, Victor Osimhen, and Jake Paul. I tell you what, Chelsea wants Osimhen as well in the summer. They need a number 9 badly, and I believe that that's the club they're going to be after. But
who's that, John?
Kvaratskhelia for Napoli.
Well done, mate. I wanted you to say that again.
Yeah,
well done. You nailed that.
Kvaratskhelia. And I tell you what, that guy, 12 goals this season, 16 assists. This guy's going places, man. Georgian international, first season, cost £8 million. This guy is going to be the best winger in world football. I'm telling you, he is so direct, skillful, right? I tell you what, ASM can learn a bit from this guy. I'm telling you, and I tell you, if we get him, then wow, that'd be a statement. But they'd be right to Napoli if he goes. By the way, I'm telling you that for now. Well, Pope is like 6'7" now. You can do to get taller. That's in Chelsea. Right, so you do hit the subscribe button, mate. If you can, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. In the past 24 hours, I met some really nice Man U fans who pierced our support and some absolute bellends. Who said things like, "Our owners pay for the flag display. We raised the right flags for 90 minutes." And I'll be honest with you, right, mate. I mean, there's a Man U fan stood behind us yesterday. I had a chat with him, right, and he was brilliant to us. He was kind to us, said some nice things about Newcastle. Yeah, you do get some nice people though. At the end of the day, but some people are just knobs. Do you know what I mean?
There's scum everywhere, mate. Everywhere you go.
No. Nicholas, have you realised Martin's got a gold medal? I'm sure he doesn't get one. But get that confirmed. We are supporting him because we want his career to revive and build his confidence to help us, and being negative won't help.
It's not about being negative, Charzy. I'm saying how I've seen it. In my opinion, he could have done better with them goals. I'm not slating him on Twitter, you know. I'm just being honest in what I thought of them 2 goals. I thought he could have done a lot better.
That's not being negative. It's just saying that stating the facts. Just saying that we're not having to go at players. We're not having to go with backup players, but we can only discuss what we see. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. Did you hear Paul's daughter from the Toon? We have David. I'll read out. Being the BC United fans, I hate Man U with a passion. I'm sorry, but their fan base is pure scum. I mean, the thing is, David, having a go at Paul's daughter, I tell you what, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Disgraceful. Whoever you are, shame yourself. Just, you know, look at yourself and just, you know, oh, man.
Sort it out, aye.
Sort it out very, very quickly. Jake Paul is a YouTuber. He will not be playing football. He's a boxer as well. Need to sign Harry McCurdy? I could be honest with you, I never heard of that guy. No way. Nick Carabao on a second goal, especially. Neither goal was his fault. Haven't played a competitive match so long and played down well. Give it all nonsense. But one thing I will say, he made a cracking save just on half time.
Do you think so?
He made a cracking save from Bakewell as well. And I'm not being funny.
He did do well with that, yes.
That save was a brilliant save from Fabos. And that could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse.
I'm just surprised people aren't putting him to blame. I mean, I don't know if he's won the game, but have you seen the replay? He's just, you know, he's falling backwards. I'm not a keeper. I just think he could have done better. But each to their own.
Fair enough. No arguments, please, in the chat. I like Coffee YouTube guy who thought some Jake Paul fought Tommy Fury last night, and Tommy Fury was the winner. Jake Paul's sort of footballer. Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you. What's a Man U fan from London, John? No, he's actually from Manchester, by the way. He's actually from Manchester. Manchester does get a gold medal because he played for them in the cup. And no keeper in the world is stopping the first goal. And I think Fabian Schär got caught as well, by the way. That's down to him. Didn't pick him up. And I've noticed that as well. I was there and he should have done a lot better. He had Casemiro to get ahead to it. Poor. Amazing to see the owners consoling the players in the end. I'd love to see it. That's a proper owner shit there. Proper owners, by the way. And they care. They care. And agreed, Chelsea. You can see Amanda says she's proud of Eddie. And gutted, but onwards and upwards. That's in Sefton. Sefton's in the house, by the way. Hi to Sefton and his wifey. John's Rodrigo Vilca still at Newcastle. I think he is, you know. I think he is. And FC High to Seft. Cows had the highest scoring rate in our team and kept the score 2-0. We could have conceded even more. He did make a couple of good saves in the second half over Rashford, and there goes again. And what can I say? But if you look at in the second half, right, I mean, ASM, right, is trying to make things happen. But there's one of them, he miskicked the ball, went out for a goal kick. The other one, when we all love ASM, right? He can dribble, yeah. The problem is, right, it's the decision making again, and that's not having a go. It's decision making, right? I mean, if you source that out, it'll be fine. Or would you play him? Would you play him as a number 10?
No, I wouldn't. Not really. I like him running doing that. I like him with his pace and taking people on. And he's not, for me, I've not seen him finish well enough to put him as a number 10. I wouldn't play him at number 10, no. Well, I like him on the wing. But you're right, his end product could improve 100%.
Yeah. And this is the thing, right? I mean, we're getting balls to try to, like Lewis saying, right, which I think is correct. We're just trying to walk into the box. Why don't you just have a go for it? Exactly. We're not taking shots.
I know.
We're just not like calling in the final third.
Just shoot.
And just have a go. And if it goes over the bar, it goes over the bar. If the keeper saves it, cool, that's fine. I mean, Jacob Murphy had a shot, went over the bar as well, like Roberto Carlos style, went over the bar. Then Fabian Schär had a shot as well from distance, went past the post. But they were giving it a go. But at the end of the day, right, I didn't think Man United were that good. They weren't that great. I thought they were poor, but they took the chances where it really mattered. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I've got 50 people watching, by the way. Thank you so much indeed, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe as well if you're new. And also, if you like the super chat, it is open. Just give what the channel is worth. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. Click in the link on top of the chat. So I got one here from Wood Final. After everyone said I was wrong about that front three, where we were there yesterday. Yes, we need a left back and centre mid, but that front three couldn't even get us. Where we have to be good shy, not good enough.
Wilson was not good enough. He needs to be replaced. Isak needs to start games now going forward. He needs minutes. And I really hope that happens. I hope we don't keep Wilson on. Miggy as well. I'd like to see him come off, have a rest and get Gordon in. Something needs to change, man. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we are not creating enough chance for Isak. Need a proper CN and a playmaker. That's what we're lacking, a playmaker. We need, that means Bruno will have to go forward. We could do another CDM. And the thing is as well, I mean, when Dallo got booked, right, what we should have done, we should get the ball as much to ASM. He had a good chance at the head, saved us near post. And we didn't give him enough balls as well to run at Dallo. But I think, again, Tahag was smart to take him off because he knew he was getting done by ASM. I'm telling you. And that is why they got a quality bench, which we haven't got at this moment in time. ASM coming in effect after Tango made a tactical sub. Dallo off in by Sakazan, Aston Ala Coffee. It's true. The first goal shouldn't even be stood. It was no foul. How sure the Barge is now considered a free kick worth his bonk as absolutely right. Absolutely right. And you know what it is, right? We got done again every time. Miggy hit all game. ASM was the only player who tried. I agree. Man U fans more about the owners when they lose. Owners buys them a scarf and suddenly all is well. The worst fans in the country by a mile. Hope the Glazers stay and bleed them dry. That's
they are the worst. They are, aren't they? The Man U support is the worst. Like,
Jacob Carlos. I love it, man. I'll do it on Tony Shaw later, man. I thought the referee was lost and didn't control the game. He was poor. I'm not going to lie, he was poor the whole of the game. And Burn, Miggy, or these arrests. Bring Taggart back on. Do you know what it is? Right? I would. I mean, 100%. I like Dan Burn, right? But at the end of the day, he's limited. He is so limited, especially when going forward. And that is the thing. And people say, yeah, he's scared against Leicester in the cup. Yeah. Let's talk about him when he offers something. Really hasn't. Man U weren't playing that well, but they still won. That's the difference in quality of the two teams. Joanne, again, you're absolutely so right. And we haven't been the same since the restart of the World Cup. That's very true. It's all of them. Miggy did. Now, Edison was the only one needed to go sign Madison and Diaby as playmaker. Won't help that front three. They don't have the nerve to score as proven since he came back. Be interesting to see what Target is like after so much time. Could change that left-hand side. You know what it is, right? I mean, if he's fit and he's ready to play, get in the play. And I got my guy here, Craig. I work with Craig, by the way, at work, right? He's a top guy. And he keeps calling this Sinclair all the time, right? And he's normally right. He says, has Wilson showed up yet? And the answer to that question is no, Craig. I mean, he was poor yesterday. Let's be real. If you get Europe next year, we need to get some proper players in as the schedule will be packed and injuries could be a massive problem. Need another centre-back, left and mid, and maybe another winger. We need a striker first and foremost. Get Ivan Toney in.
But is Bruno injured again?
He went off though, but
is
it
that
could be a worry. Ankle, mate.
Oh.
Not great, isn't it?
Nah, it's not, mate. He's always injured, that lad, isn't he?
Every time. But what can I say? But we see what happens in the press conference on Friday. See if he does play. Eddie's going to say it's going to be a late call on him. It's against Man City, by the way. Good luck at that. I think he's been awful for a while. He has a nice goals streak, which is great and all, but he's always been a headless chicken. That's in JJ. Start Gordon, and he said they could do big things for us. You know what it is? I think that's right, because we need pace. Gordon on the right. I mean, I play Isak up top. I'll drop Wales and play him as a sub. Yeah, simple as that. But early time bring on Callum, if we play a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Trippier was a bit poor, by the way. I'm not going to lie.
No,
I love to know.
Good on you for saying it.
You know what it is, right? I mean, this deliveries are poor. When it comes to the player ends, this deliveries are poor. I mean, okay, he tried going forward, but it's a set piece again. It's a letdown. I'm sorry, but I can't lie.
Awful.
It has. I can't lie. Let's have a look. I'd love to know what illness Callum had, because it seems to have completely taken out on him. You have thought it by now. He'd be finding some form now. That's from Christopher. Absolutely. I mean, look, no one knows exactly. Eddie must know about it. Must ask him. Simple as that. Chitaki was terrible. Trippier can't defend. He's to blame for the second goal. It's just to trap back on him. And it's slippery slide now. That's from Craig. Craig, we've got 2 games in hand over Tottenham. I mean, win those games, we get back and forth. But it's going to be very tough. We need to score goals first. I think missing Chris Wood, even Biddy said last night, that Wood could have put a bigger shift than Wilson in yesterday.
Do you know what? I said that, you know. I said,
yeah.
I said that. I said, I'd rather have Chris Wood on the field right now rather than Wilson last night, because you're right. When at least we're putting balls in the box, he's got a chance to get his head on one of them. Wilson was just non-existent. I don't know where he was. He could have just stayed home, watched it from his living room. He would have made the same impact. It was lifting.
Absolutely. Wouldn't mind starting playing some attacking football. And Bruno twisted his right ankle, looked nasty. Went in for that tackle, took out throw, and he twisted his ankle there as well. He put a lot of shift in yesterday, that guy, I'm telling you. While the others just couldn't do a lot at all. So, guys, if you like the video, like what you see, you know exactly what to do. You're going to go some player ratings, my guy, and you know what to do. We get our players' ratings out of 10, including the subs and the manager. You can join as well. If you don't agree with us, you know what to do. You can just cry some more. You know what? We don't care.
Just let me know, man. Just let me know if you disagree.
I'll tell you what, some of the ratings are not going to be good.
It's rare people agree with me.
Exactly. It's your player ratings, mate. I mean, let's go with Carriers. I mean, he should have done second goal, in my opinion. It did take a cool deflection, fair enough, but he made some big saves to keep us in the game. And the one save at half time might have just kept us in the game. It didn't, but he also made some saves from Fernandes and Rashford. Loris Karius, his first game for what, 2 years, something like that? Marks out of 10.
It's been a long time for him. But I don't also think Man U was that much of a threat after they went 2-0 up. The chances they had, they weren't that clear. They were shooting inside the box. I could have caught the saves he saved, man. I'm going to give him a 4. Because I blame him for the goals. I do. I blame him. I think he could have done better. Sorry, everyone.
Sammy, it's your player ratings, mate.
It is. It's mine, right?
It's mine ratings. Okay, I'm not saying anything, but it's yours. And let's go some more comments as well before we go to the right back end. The scenes, if Chris Wood wanted to final, that would have been 25 million quid worth. That truth as well. All of those, Sinclair, apart from those, I had a cracking day. Craig has been fantastic. Done Trafalgar Square for 4 hours, then went to Baker Street in the Globe, then went to Wembley and straight back. So fantastic, Craig, my guy. Thank you, man. And I'm convinced Wilson has long covered the MER from the World Cup. Everyone's been saying that. And John said, Ward Prowse will be a great new player. I tell you what, he'd be good for free kicks and that as well. Not just to that, he does put some tackles in as well, by the way. Let's be real. And I think, he'll do a job. John, no fans can honestly say we're going to score any goals if these ones want to start winning. Go about boom, goal score. I can't see Gordon scoring either. He ain't got that in this game. Do you know what it is, mate? I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, but let's be real, right? We are going to spend big in the summer, so we'll see what happens in the summer. There's not a lot you can do now. Karius is, I can give him an 8 out of 10. Yes, fine. And let's have a look at some. We weren't brave in the final third. That's a Michael. I totally agree. I think our forwards have no confidence in front of the goal as they have been missing chances for weeks. Michael,
I'm looking forward to seeing Gordon start.
That's the worry. That's the worry. And I did John scale the fountains of Trafalgar Square. I didn't go into the fountains, but I didn't. I did not go in the fountain, but a couple of people did though. Good on them.
I've seen a few videos on
Good
Twitter.
On them.
Yeah.
Good on them. Right. Steve, I'm going to read it out and have me say on it. John, why do you give shouts to Man U fans on Twitter if you're so to the Toon fan and on the Cup final day and us, Toon hates Man U with a passion? Right, Steve, I'm going to come on to that now, okay? The people that's following this, right, mainly the lasses, right, are known for 10 years, right? Known for 10 years, and I get on well with them, right? They know I'm a Toon fan, right? First and foremost, right? And this is the thing, right, Cal, right? I'm getting a lot of stick for following me mates who supports Man United. Yeah,
it's ridiculous, man.
I get on well with them. Yeah, See, I'm not having to go at you. See, I'm not having to go at you, mate. Right, but some of our fan base, right, I'm just getting a bit clicky now, and that's not having to go at you. But at the end of the day, right, I've got mates all over. Yeah, but I'm a Newcastle fan first and foremost. I've got a season ticket. I travel to the matches, right, and I've been yesterday, right. I'm a proper Toon fan. A season ticket order and a die-hard Newcastle fan with a passion, yeah. And that's not having to go at you, Steve. But at the end of the day, right? I'm getting people, even some of my mates who supposed Man United said knows I'm a Toon fan, right? And that's it. That's not having to go at you, Steve. But I have to say it out. And even I don't agree with you, Kyle.
Not many people do, mate. You're all right.
Carriers.
Just going back on that, you can't say, oh, someone supports another team. You can't be like, oh, sorry, mate, I can't talk to you. Do you know what I mean? We can't be mates. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Can I say something? Swear, right? I see it's a big YouTuber, it's like Lee Gunner, right? He's an Arsenal fan, Arsenal fan, right? He gets Henry Wright, who supports Tottenham on the show once a week. Man knows football, or Chelsea fans once a week. Rants, yeah, once a week. A big United fan, yeah. And who else does he get on? Expressions as well. He's another Spurs fan, yeah? It's collabing. We collab. And you know what it is, right? I'm getting stick, right, as well, about getting Macy on my show as well. And Macy has been on my show for a long, long time, yeah? She is a fantastic contributor to my channel. I goes on hers, she goes on mine. Not wrong with that. She likes Newcastle. Right? And I tried to speak to her yesterday, but I had a bad reception, so there you go.
Yeah, people need to chill out, man. Just chill out.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like Paul or anything like that. That is not my style. I've got standards, right? But I can understand. You know what I mean? Yeah. Good job you didn't win because you just got to run down Wembley naked. And I chopped that out. Oh, Craig, man. I love that guy. I love him. 7 for Carriers there. And you know what it is, right? It's just absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You get what I'm saying, John. Gordon got to score goals. Actually doing that. His vision being proven. He's shown now to see he's got to score. It's a blind belief till he shows he can. Give the kid a chance. Simple as that.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Gordon start games. And Isak as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the two of them start.
Absolutely. John, what's a celebrity? Yes, the Trafalgar Square. Almost everyone wanted pics of me. You know what? I had a few pics like on Saturday, like a few people with guys as well. Matty Longstaff as well. I got pics of Matty Longstaff. About 80,000 views on social media. About nearly 2,000 likes as well. Wow! And it's still coming through.
Yeah, I see that.
Top guy. Didn't spend long with him, man, because he was with his mates. I didn't want a footprint sort of thing. He said, no, sorry. No, don't want a footprint. And Turki bin Salman, outside the game yesterday, the brother of Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who is the next in line to throne King of Saudi Arabia. Cool.
Wow.
And Carol's not the reason why we lost. We lost it because we were in a nepotism team, out of depth. Trips, Wales, and Meeks were much more at fault. And yet, I guarantee you, rate them higher than Carriers.
No, I won't. Maybe Trips. Yeah, maybe Trips, but not Wilson or Mickey. They were invisible that game. They were awful. And I'm not saying Carriers was the reason we lost. all I'm saying is I feel like he could have done better with them 2 goals. The reason we lost is because we couldn't put the ball in the net, we couldn't shoot, we couldn't change things up. You know, Carriers could have done better with them 2 goals, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. I'm not blaming him for the loss.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Got Billy as well. Big up to Billy, by the way. I know you stacked out. Got your message, Billy. You stacked out this week, mate. And yes, fine. You want to come on, great. If you stacked out, I totally understand. I think, John, to shout them out on the day we're playing the cup final was a mistake, if I'm honest. Well, I do apologise on that. Probably any other time, great. But on cup final day when we play them, maybe it's the wrong idea. But at the end of the day, they wish us good luck, vice versa. Do you know what I mean? But sorry if I offended people. There you go. And you, Billy, as well. Macy is amazing. She's been talking about you, by the way, out at coffee quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. And we've got Man U fan here. Newcastle fans are absolutely amazing. One of the best fan bases in Europe. Unlucky yesterday, but the first of many finals to come now. Huge respect for Martin B.
Oh, well done. And I wonder if he's going to get some stick now for saying that on a Toon channel. Do you know what I mean? Fair play, Martin.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you say Gordon Isak, we need to start seeing a bit of Ashby as well. He's not match fit yet, Mason. That is the thing. And then Craig said, and Craig's got a fair point. Don't just find yourself to nobody. Up to you who you're friends with. You're my mate, and we always have a chat about City, Bristol City, by the way. So why should it bother anyone? Again, it's correct.
People need to just chill out, man. Grow up a little bit.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's correct. I mean, when I speak to Craig, right, I mean, he's normally right. Do you know what I mean? I listen to him. He's a good advisor to us, gives us a bit of advice, top guy. I've known him for what, 13, 14 years? 14 years I've known that guy. And you know what? We get on really well. We do get on really well. Puss is right, by the way. Thanks to Martin B. That's from Leslie. Respect to Martin B. And hope the 80k views turned into 80k new subscribers. And I tell you what, if I get 80k, I'll be bigger than Mark Goldbridge. No, not quite Mark Goldbridge, by the way. Or bigger chats. Lee Gunner's got 75 subscribers as well. Big up to Cenk as well. We lost, but I'm proud of this team. 2 things I want to point. No peace in this team. Just Isak tried a bit. Second thing, no long distance shooting. Ball from outside the box. Just Murphy did once, and he's got a fair point, by the way. 100%. Let's be real. That's it. And if you're right, I've been thinking why he has been on the bench. That's amazing. Let's have a look again. But Shearer on the coaching staff for our strikers. I tell you what, would he take the coaching job? Oh, I think he'd love to. But
I think he should.
Why not? Part-time strikers coach. Who knows? But he's still young anyway. Right, let's go on to the right back, mate. We're going to go straight on to Kieran Trippier. And for me, all right, his set pieces, Paul. I love him. He's a true leader. And his host of corners, free kicks has not been great. But he only did one good cross today for open play for downbow header wide. But at the end of the day, it's not his best performance. I'm not going to lie. But I expect Kieran Trippier to be much, much better than that next week.
Yes, 100%. I think it's one of his worst games and one of the biggest games. I'm going to give him a 5. I know it's more than Carriers. Shoot me. I'm giving him a 5.
A 5 for Trippier. Yes. Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look at the next one. The comments are coming flying as well. Let's just chat to Miss. Big up to Tony, by the way. I'll catch on you short and neat, mate. And no problem. And see you tomorrow, mate. Big day for City tomorrow. Good luck to Bristol City, by the way, against Manchester City. I hope Bristol City do beat Man City because I tell you what, they're doing really well in the Championship. And if they can get something, I know they will give it a go. Can they beat them? It's a different thing, but we'll see. People can give a stick what they want. Sometimes it's not about rivalry, but more respect and love for the game.
Exactly, Martin.
Exactly. And we are so desperate for a left back at the minute. It will be so good to have target back exactly a left back. Ash can play left back. Let's go on to the other side, opposite side. We go to Dan Burn. Again, Anthony torn McGinn in the first half. At times, if I'm honest with you, it's been a tough watch. In the second half, it was slightly better, makes some good tackles, but overall for me, he struggled to pose a threat going forward. And I'm afraid to say, again, showed his limitations in possession. I mean, look, he's a decent defender, but going forward, not great.
No, exactly. And for that reason as well, he's not helping Max. We really need someone to help Max out on that side. And I'd have to give him a 5 as well. I think he did struggle a lot on that left side against Anthony, which, you know, you've seen the size of him. He's going to struggle on the left back position.
Yeah.
I wish I had him centre back next to Botman now. I would have liked to seen him with Botman in the middle now. After seeing Shaw defend against Casemiro on that free kick, but you know, he does try, and I've got to give him that. You know, he does love this club, and he does his best every week. He's just sometimes not good enough. But I'll give him a 5.
5 out of 10. Yeah, fair enough. We did a clear out set left backs too. Lewis, Dummett, Bonswell played in Ireland. I think recently he was electric against Benfica. He had a brilliant pre-season against Benfica. He was so quick. And Creel's there too. Burns centre back first and foremost. And D Sabotage, I think you're new. Can you please hit the subscribe button, please? If you can be it, it will help us out. Thank you so much indeed. Shiva needs to stay neutral, surely. He's a pundit and makes big bucks doing it. He'll join us one day. Can see it, but not until his sponsoring contract has expired. Exactly. And let's go on to the defensive side. We're going to start with. I'm going to get next says Fabian Schär. I mean, he took a heavy tackle from Martins earlier on, and that really knocked stuff on him. By the way, to be fair, he was fault for the first goal, but at the end of the day, he did manage to step out from defence, and he made one great tackle after the Danes making the second half.
Yeah, he did. You don't know how bad that head injury was, you know. It looked pretty bad, didn't it?
It did.
It looked pretty bad, didn't it? Yeah. It's hard though to give the back line a better rating than the others, you know. I think I'm going to give Shaw a 4 because of how he defended that free kick. But again, you can't, you know, how bad was that head injury? You know, he carried on. He could have came off. What would we have done then? What would the score have been then? You know, I stayed on that pitch, you know, and he gave it his all. Just wasn't good enough again. But I'm going to give him a 5 as well. And I'm the same with Botman. I can't give one of them a 6 or a 7. They were all pretty poor. I'm going to give him a 5 as well.
Botman a 5 as well. Yeah, look, he won his fair battles against Fagos as well, in my opinion. I mean, he wasn't as dominant best for me, but he had a shot to attempt to block Rashford's Lupo carries hit. But other than that, at the end of the day, he defended okay, but he wasn't dominant enough for me today. And he got booked as well for dissent as well, throwing the ball onto the ground. And where was frustration on the guy, I don't know, but he still got booked. Let's go into the midfield. We're going to start with Bruno. I mean, he tried to force and drive drivers with creativity play. He put himself about brilliantly. For me, it shows some passion and heart as well. And for me, I mean, he's one of the players showing up today.
Yeah, he did. He tried. He always does, doesn't he? His passion's there. You can say it. He wanted to win that game. It wasn't one of his best games though. He did struggle. He did give the ball away a few times. But I'll give him a 7. He's probably going to be one of the highest scorers of my ratings today. I'll give him a 7.
A 7. Yeah, you know what? I think he had a good game, 7 out of 10. He's always trying to make things happen. That pass in the second half, which was offside. He was offside. Beautiful. What a pass, man.
Yeah, quality. World class.
World class pass from a world class player. That guy is so great. He's so class. He'd be good at playing for Madrid, by the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can see the next comment as well. I'll get him up in a minute, by the way. Let's go on to we're going to Sean Longstaff. For me, I mean, first 10 minutes, I thought he did okay. He could have made a name for himself. I mean, a Geordie wants to play his heart out. And when he got Casemiro Fernandez there as well, he got sussed. He got absolutely sussed.
It's a different level, isn't it? I don't think he's at that level yet. He does try though, you know, and he does have his good games, but I just don't think he's this level. You know, like Casemiro and Fernandez and the Freds. Yeah, I get it. He did struggle, but I would have liked to seen him play more. I would have liked to see him on the pitch a bit longer, but I'm not Eddie. It's probably a good thing. But I'll give him a 5. He didn't play much, did he?
Yeah, fair enough. Give him 5. Joe Linton, for me, I thought he did well in the first half, but I think he was tired in the second half, to be fair. He got booked for pulling back Casemiro's shirt close into half-time. And you know what? He helped out Dan Burn quite a few times, you know what I mean? Every time Dan Burn was struggling, Joe Linton was there, and he saw on a mute.
Oh, some of the things he was doing, man, holding onto that ball, guarding the ball, turning, holding them off, getting the ball free, like, you know, like finding a player, you know, to attack. I thought he was outstanding, some of the stuff Joe Linton did under pressure. For that, I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree because I thought he had a good game. He's the one who's trying to make things happen as well. And crazy. So I had a coffee to give him an 8. They well went up against Casemiro and third combined. Definitely needs a backup player to support him so that he can play as an 8. And I'll tell you what, he'll be absolutely amazing. And Longstaff and Jolin, Longstaff is 7. Fair enough. Thank you, Mason, by the way. Well said, mate. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I hope Leslie blocks him, by the way. Not Mason, blocks that guy. And why not get a red card for the tackle Joe Linton? I didn't see that.
Red card on Joe Linton.
I didn't see that.
No, I can't think of that.
And he also said as well that Bula got sent off for that similar tackle as well. Why didn't Casemiro?
I can't remember that tackle, to be honest. I think I might have went to the toilet or something.
I didn't see it. I mean, maybe I must have missed it. So I'm pretty good at judge as well, by the way. But rather Hopman sort of thing, like, you know, hey, we don't get no favours, don't we, at all whatsoever? None at all. Let's go into the front three. I got to start with Miggy. For me, it didn't create anything. I mean, it's one dimension. I'm not going to lie. He looked leggy for the first time this season. He didn't show enough quality. And he's the only one that showed quality. And he had a chance high and wide. In my opinion, he needs a rest. I love him, but he needs a rest.
He does. And you know what? He was running with the ball and he had options and he just picked the wrong option again. There was just no end product. It's like he struggles to make the right decision as well, and he should have played Max in, and he didn't. He was very quiet. He wasn't there. He was, you know, I was really unimpressed by Miggy, but he's been like this for a few weeks. You were just hoping that in this game he was going to turn up, and he just didn't. For that, I'm going to give him a 5, and that's me being generous, mate.
I was about to say that as well. I mean,
that's me being very generous, you know.
I'm glad he didn't come to me, mind. If maybe he didn't play ratings later, that sort of thing, maybe on 20 show. I could be wrong, but no, he sort of didn't play ratings, didn't he? But if he did, I'll be brutal to 1 or 2 players, sort of thing. So 5.
All right.
Don't get me doing play ratings, man. I play the best of play ratings, right? That's Jez and Kenny Ken, both go on Lee's channel, Lee Gunner's channel. And I tell you what, they are absolutely honest and they don't flip and they flop. It doesn't matter who you are. You get it. Let's go on to Alan Maximin. For me, I mean, in my opinion, he deserves real credit today. I mean, he tried to make things happen. Some of that and out. I mean, he got Dallo booked in the first half, but I feel that he's been let down at times. So he didn't get enough balls as well. But when he does get the ball, he was unlucky when he had making a smart save from close range. And other than that, sort of in the second half, he ran into trouble, picks the wrong ball. And sometimes this inside ball goes straight to the red shirt. But other than that sort of thing, I'm not going to cross him. For me, how many marks would you give him?
I'm going to give him an 8. He's my man of the match. He's my man of the match. I love the way he runs and he tries to take people on. He tries to create. Okay, he hasn't got that end product yet. Making poor. But, you know, he'll get there. But I think in terms of determination, when he gets that ball and moving forward with that ball, and trying to make something happen. I think he was outstanding for the whole time he was on. And I think he was brought off too early. I was annoyed at that. I'm going to give him an 8. He's my man of the match.
Fair enough. I thought he had a good game. You know, it's just sometimes it's just the wrong ball goes to them all the time. But first half, I mean, I thought he could have ran it. First half, he should have got the ball more and more times, by the way. But I think they were smart. They had 2 on him. So when he gets the ball, though, he gets 2 on him anyway. So thanks for helping us out, Leslie. I appreciate that as well. And, you know, and I'm sorry as well. But thanks anyway. I appreciate that, Les. Sorry. I'm gutted, but let's not get carried away. At least got to the final. And go to one of the fans or someone else, though, that display was next level. Absolutely right. Even Patrice Evra said the same thing as well. And then Dambo's not a left back. What happens on that side is so much normal. We need a world-class left back compete with the top six. Yeah. And sorry, John, mate, Casemiro was too much for Newcastle. I thought he was excellent yesterday. I'm not going to lie, even to you. The first goal was obviously offside. Miggy 5, ASM 6, Wilson 1. Cannot wait when they play Man St James as April 12. We beat them as well. Ian Taylor's blatantly offside. Why can't you be generous to Carabao, who hasn't played in years? Ridiculous. Miggy's a 3 at best, deluded and inconsistent, mental.
Yeah, okay. I was generous with Miggy. I think giving him a 5 was a bit too generous. I'd go as low as 3 or 4. He's right. I can't argue with JJ. But again, Carriers was just awful when it mattered. And the saves he did make, they were outside the box. Like, one good save, I'd give him that. But I'm not blaming him for the whole game. I just think he could have done better with the goals that went in.
Exactly. Offside or not, they made the most of their chances. We never. And here's chant to Ashley. Big up, but bad luck, Newcastle. Come on, you Gunners. So please hit the subscribe button, mate, if you can. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. I couldn't break out all the goals. That's the first one would have been difficult for any keeper. As if the second goal hadn't took a deflection, he would have saved it and pulled off some great saves as well. He did make some good saves, by the way. And just my opinion, Newcastle lacks quality players. Honestly, Ashley been saying that for lots of times. Cameron's redeemed himself for some of the saves he made. ASM was our best up front on the day. Bagels offside, that's some brilliant. Stop burn making challenge, so influencing player well to another team he would have been. We also Rashford not interfering with play when he was against City. And really, absolutely, man. And let's go on to the
goal. Sorry, John. The first goal of Carriers. Yes, okay. I'm being harsh. The 2 goals. I see the 2 goals. It was the second goal I didn't like. I think he did just fall down in the first, but it was obviously, I get what he's saying. Not many keepers would have saved that. So I would like to take that back. I'm not blaming him for the first goal. I'm blaming Shaw. But I think he could have done better with the second goal. Sorry.
Fair enough. We got one. That's fine. At least you honest about it. Sort of. At least you apologise. But I'm sure a few to be happy with that as well. Callum Wilson, for me, I thought he was poor today, man. Didn't hold the ball up, no link-up play whatsoever. I love the guy, but I thought Varane and Martinez had him as pocket all game. And let's be real, and he got on the scuff with Martinez. That's not going to win you football games. And he looked frustrated in the end. Poor performance in Callum Wilson. Can't lie.
Yeah. One of the worst I've seen him play, and in my opinion, and I'm going to give him a 1 just for turning up and making the trip. So yeah, I think he's the worst player on the pitch, and I think we could have done with Isak starting, and I would have had Wilson off, kept Sean Longstaff on, and brought Isak on for Wilson. I think it was the worst game I've seen him play, and when we needed him the most, and I'm going to give him a 1.
Absolutely. Miss I like Coffee's comments. Povey and Nunes were the worst signings ever. Nunes ended up scoring against us, and yeah, you said that, didn't you? Worst signing ever.
I like Coffee, mate. I knew I wasn't going to get away with that. Do you know when I was slating Nunes to the Indian lad, the supporter, Liverpool supporter? I was saying Nunes is, the worst this, the worst that, worst striker, worst transfer history in any club, getting rid of Mane for Nunes, and then he went and scored against her. I couldn't believe it.
Well, you can't take it back now, really, because you got to take it back. He'll come good. Nunes will come good. And how many seasons more until Newcastle fans will really start demanding big trophies?
How many seasons until we demand a trophy? What? I don't think we're the type of fans to demand trophies. What was said is, we want a club that tries. And that's what we want. I don't think we're that type of fan base to demand trophies. I don't think we'll ever demand a trophy. I think if we're doing well, we'll enjoy it, and we'll get what we earn, what we deserve. It's just shit. We had a chance, we didn't get it, but it's not our time yet. We'll be back. We'll get there in time. Well, I don't think we'll demand it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Carabao should be given a new deal and be on number 2.
Carabao should be given a new deal on our number 2.
Yeah, that's from Tony.
Come on, Tony, man. Are you still drunk? I'm joking, mate. Honestly,
Yeah.
each to their own, mate. I'm just having a laugh. I'm not his biggest fan, as you can probably tell. I'd keep Dubravka over Karius. I'd sell Karius tomorrow, mate.
And absolutely, like I said, sort of thing. Like, you know, I mean, I think the thing is though, right? For me, if Eddie does sign him, I have no problems with him at all. I mean, I want Dubravka gone because for what he did to Man United, I'm sorry, but get him out. Do you know what I mean? So get him out ASAP. To be fair though, you weren't exactly on about Núñez. Can you honestly say he's improved Liverpool this year? Not really. If anything, they are now worse. I tell
100%.
you what, Liverpool's been poor this season. Honestly, yeah, we got beat off them, right? That's brilliant.
But you see what happened there. But yeah, you see what happened though. What was Nick Pope doing, you know? But yeah, again, I'd say it's that United, as long as we don't concede stupid goal early on, we'll really struggle, to get back into it. That first goal, I think, was really, really important. And it was just a shame they got it. But I don't think Liverpool are very good at all. And I am sticking by what I said. I don't think Núñez is an improvement at all, especially when you think about Mane going for him. Yeah, I think they've got some work to do, Liverpool, to get back to where they were.
I tell you what, they're going to spend in the summer. They're going to spend huge. That's the thing. We got to do the same. Otherwise, I can see them getting top 4. We're going to have to fight for it as well. But there you go. I guess some good messages as well on Twitter as well, by the way. Yeah, I was also impressed with Karius. Hope you're well, hope you're well, John. I am indeed. Get more. Absolutely fine, mate. And hope you're fine as well, kidder. And hope you're having a good day. And please chat to Ian. Totally agree with Tony. Karius should get a 2-year deal. Dubravka wants to go. You know what? I only want players who wants to play for the football club. And Dubravka, I just don't want him here. I don't. He's got to go. He must go. I keep Karius on number 2. Do you know what? I think, sorry to upset you, mate. It's all about opinions. I have him as number 2. It will save us money. It will save us money as well, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So give him another year's deal. That's it. So, yeah. And let's go on to the back of my score. I said that. So let's go to the substitutes. Yeah, you give him 1 out of 10 for Callum. Yeah.
1 out of 10 for Callum for turning up and making the effort to go.
Cool. Fair enough. Let's go on to the substitute bench. Let's go on to Isak.
Isak. Yeah, I think he tried when he came on. I don't think he's had enough minutes to really shine when he comes on as a sub. I think he needs to start starting games before we can really start judging him. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6 for his effort when he came on. 6.
Yeah, 6 out of 10. For me, I would have given him a 7.
Would you?
For me, I'll give him a 7 because
I'm a bit harsh. I'm a bit harsh
for me, but he did right when he came on. And if that was Dobbs, he could have probably seen him more than a 2. And Karius kept us in the game at 2-0. So for me, I would have Lloris all day long. I'm not a fan of conspiracy theories, but how could I possibly not be ruled offside? I think the chat was
because it's Man United.
Yeah, exactly. There will come a time when Isak's also a Wilson more frequently, and once he finds his feet, you'll see a different beast quality player. Absolutely, Martin. Absolutely, mate. I would take Núñez for Newcastle United over what we have. Well, he had a chance to come to Newcastle, but didn't want to come to us, apparently. Kit Karius, he was the 3rd choice because he could have folded yesterday, but kept the score doing as the media wanted him to fail. Tony, you're absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. It changed the entire game. And Mr. Teeth trusts Karius more than his dentist. That's when I like coffee. Let's go on to the next one. Straight to it. Jacob Murphy.
Jacob Murphy. I think he was the only one that wanted to shoot, wanted to score a goal. I'll give him a 7. If you think Isak was going to get a 7, Murphy is. So yeah, I'll give Murphy and Isak a 7 then. Just because I loved how when he came on, he was wanting to shoot. He was doing what the other lads weren't doing what we needed, and trying to put the ball in the back of the net. I'll give Murphy a 7.
And Joe Willock.
Joe Willock. Can't even remember seeing him kick the ball. How long was he on for? Couldn't have been long. Him and Elliot came on late, right?
I don't know when he came on. He came on about 70 minutes, something like that.
I'll let you give this rating, John. I can't remember much of Joe Willock when he came on. I might have been a bit drunk, mate.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do anything. He played on the left-hand side, lacking in options as well. When ASN went off, he didn't do much for me. I would have given him 5, to be honest with you, a standard 5. Elliot
well, he couldn't be that good if I can't remember him.
And I'll give him a standard 5 as well. And Richie as well, standard 5. So I didn't do much as well. So we get that one wrapped up as well. Let's go to the comments. So that's a player entirely. We come to Eddie in a minute. We didn't play well. If we played at our best, we would have won the cup. That's the Newcastle Magpies. And lack of quality is the problem. 6 win. He's like, no capitals, please. Music, mate. I have to say, though, the fans display was absolutely spectacular for the lads to clear up cans in Trafalgar Square to the Wembley display. I'm so proud, Ian. Do you know what? Our fans are absolutely magic. It really, 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 really is. I've got Renate Richard. Can I say, Carol's played very well. Commiserations. Yes, absolutely. Got one from Salford as well. The Man U message as well. So, no club caps. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate it. Thank you. I thought that in the second half, Man U decided to part the bus when they started making their substitutions. We're the better team over the 90 minutes, but I'm afraid they got the 2 goals.
Exactly.
We put you on a hell of a display. I'm so proud of you. That's from Ian. I like coffee. Jacoberto Carlos Gaston Iat defended the counter-attacks and tried his best. He was unlucky with that shot, by the way. Went just over the bar. And early Shah played well yesterday. I thought he was done for the first score by Casemiro, but he did make a brilliant tackle in the second half, though, and took a whack off Martinez too. And the 6th from Willock as well. Right then, the manager, Eddie Howe.
I didn't like how he brought Max off early. I thought he should have brought Miggy off over Max, and I would have liked to see Wilson come off earlier as well, considering what he'd done. So there's a few things I disagreed with, but who am I to judge Eddie's decisions? But as a rating, it's hard to rate the manager. I think from getting the team to the final, mate, I'm going to give him a bloody 9. He's done fantastic. But on the day, I didn't agree with a couple of decisions he made. I'll give him an 8 for the day.
8 for the day. Fair enough. Yeah, I would have probably given him an 8 as well. Because if he started Isak sort of thing, it could have been a 9, but that's how it is. Shah with obligatory head injury. Yeah, he did. He took a whack from Martinez, didn't he? Let's be real. Tripper's out of position a lot yesterday. I've noticed that as well. Oh, Newcastle get you up, to be fair. The fans are electric. That's in Salford 0161. Please hit the subscribe button, mate, if you can. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. And I've got Ryan as well, big Southampton fan. And you can boo those tears and keep comments respectful. Thank you very much again, Leslie. So that's the player ratings. What about the fans?
Oh, fans, got to be a 10, hasn't it, mate? Absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Amazing. I think other fans look at our club and go, well, we're not as good as them lot. They're unreal. And we are. We're outstanding. And I'm sure you enjoyed every minute of it, even though we lost 2-0. I bet it was just an incredible experience, was it?
Do you know what it is, mate? I fully enjoyed it yesterday. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Such an honour to be at the new Wembley as well. While I sat as nearly at the back, about 5 rows from the back, and I saw everything.
Yeah.
I was dead behind the goal. Yeah. And I tell you something, it's quite steep where I sit, but I don't care. I want to be at Wembley.
Yeah.
And keep talking, mate. Keep talking.
So yeah, it's just a 10 for me. I think they were absolutely brilliant. Even just being there with 2 minutes to go, 2-0 down at a cup final, and we're still there waving the flags. It's just incredible to see. And I think we're one of the best fans in the world. If the best fans in England. And yeah, we're 10 out of 10 for that, 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you know what it is, right? I mean, our fans are the world's best. I don't care what anyone say. On a real though, your fans made United ones look shite before kickoff.
They are shite. They are shite.
They were quiet as well. They were really quiet.
They are shite.
Really quiet. Couldn't hear them. 20 out of 20 out of 20 for Rawley. Eddie needs to be more flexible and proactive with his tweaks and these new tactics.
He doesn't have a lot to work with, though, does he, mate?
That is the thing, because the bench are not good enough. Poor.
No.
Absolutely poor. 10 out of 10 for the fans. We need 3 new players. Referee.
He's got to have the lowest rating of the lot. Lower than Wilson. I'll give him a 0.
Wow. 0.
I thought it was shocking, mate. I think it was a terrible display from the officials, and VAR's included on that rating. I think they really shafted with that. But yeah, I'm going to give them a 0 out of 10. Shocking.
Fair enough. You need European football next season, 100%. The scenes in Trafalgar Square was just heartwarming to see. Absolutely. I was there for 4 hours, and I'll tell you what, I had photographs. I've had, photos taken. Some Matt Longstaff, also Adam Pearson yesterday. He was fantastic as always. John's Chan gets a 10 out of 10 as always. Thank you so much indeed. Ref did okay. Foul was a joke, I'll tell you what. And for minus 400,000, Hulk Gordon provided assists to Wilson. Isak needs in the league to get us back in the winning ways. And that's for the musical magpies. I've asked you to wrap up there, my guy, because it's 6:30, and we've been here for quite a long time, but it's well worth it. And did you enjoy coming on my show, mate? Of
course, always. I like to stick to my guns, and a lot of people don't agree with me, and I'll always just tell it how I believe it. And people think I'm ridiculous, but it's just, my honest opinion. I'm not coming on here to talk crap. I have to come on here to just be honest, and that's what I like about it. I like getting other people's opinions. I can't believe how many people think Carabao did really well. I love seeing that, maybe I had too much to drink, I don't know. But yeah, I love coming on and just seeing other people's opinions and having a discussion about the team I love. So yeah, thanks for inviting me on again. I enjoy it every single time.
Brilliant stuff. Well, thanks very much. I'll definitely make it a regular, my guy. Definitely make it a regular. Ten Hag left the trophy on the press conference and said, we'll get another one. And Ike, big up to you, man. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for coming on. But we're going now, mate. But big up to you. I hope you had a good time yesterday at Wembley, if you went yesterday. And thanks, John and Cal from Liz. One of my favourite mods, by the way. She is a star. So, guys, by the way, can you find you on your socials, mate?
Just Twitter, only Twitter, as always. It's on the screen. If you think I'm ridiculous on here, you'll see a lot of me tweets on as well. Give it a follow.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, my guy. And brilliant. And can we go inside Rio Hatate? That guy's brilliant for Celtic. He is on fire, that guy. I'd love to have him in Newcastle. And I'll tell you what, he is superb. And he's taking it with a pinch of salt, that guy. Max ASM is more effective playing down the mid. He wastes a lot of times on the wings before he provides a cross or pass. There it is. You got a full-time course there, John. He said he wants it. He said he wants it.
And I'm glad people are saying that and they enjoy my opinions, because a lot of people think they're absolutely ridiculous. But I just love being honest, and I'll say it how it is. And that's what you want. You just don't want someone coming on here just agreeing with everything you're saying, I'll say it how it is. If you're like that, you're like me. Thanks.
Exactly. I enjoy your opinions, Carl, but I disagree with most of them. That's Rowley. Rowley's a great guy. I love Rowley, by the way. So I've got 3 on the books, you, Rowley, and Tony as well, and Parlock as well. Now that Povey said Carlson's bad, watch him win the Premier League.
He'll win the, what's it called? The Golden Glove. He'll win the Golden Glove. 100%. 100%. Exactly. Honestly, I get everything wrong.
Exactly. Well, listen, if he doesn't win the Golden Glove in future, you never know. He's still 30-year-old. And Carl, you have to tune into Tony's show at 7 p.m. I'll be on Tony's show as well, alongside Rowley as well. And Rowley it can be, if I'm honest with you, the voice of reason as well. So guys, if you like the video, like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe button as well. All the links are in the description as well, Cal's as well. And you can find us on John Sinclair TV on Twitch, and you can find us on TikTok. You can find us on YouTube and Facebook, and you can find us on Insta on John Sinclair 50, lower cases, on Twitter, John_NEFC42. And you can find us on that. And great banter. Thank you, Alan. Top guy. 61 was the top chat as well. And I'm 2 subscribers with 400. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. 2 more, please, for Tony. Help him out. Goodbye to Archie. Archie, you're late, mate. But please hit the subscribe button, mate, if you haven't done so. And good night to you. And big up to Martin as well. A big Man U fan. And please like, share the socials, like Rolly always say. And yes, definitely. I got Rollis on saying they have to get me on with Cal again. It was a blast last time. He's a great bloke. Yes, we definitely try to get you and get Rolly as well. I think Rolly wants a word of you as well in a nice way. There's going to be a battle royal between you and Rolly. I'll be the ref.
It would have been fun. Yeah, it would have been fun if Rolly was on the day, like. But I look forward to it.
He would have he probably have a few words to say, especially about Gareth as well. But listen, it's all about opinion, it's all about fun. That's what we channel's all about. Fun. So thanks guys for coming on. I'm going to do backstage, mate. And until then, guys, I was hoping to be here tomorrow. Fans forum on Wednesday night, and I'm going to do the preview on Thursday before I drive to Newcastle on Friday. So, and I think I'm deleting by Mad and. Oh, it's Evan Man, I'll never forget that. But see us, Ian, thanks for that, mate. If you want to carry us, watch John's game. Oh, dear. And there you go. Guys, thanks so much indeed. Thanks, Chairs. I appreciate that. And thanks for watching us, guys. And until then, it's a goodbye. And I will do the backstage in a minute, mate.